Hello everyone, here we go again, pig farm number 12. More pigs, more truffles, more adventure. Since I can't do math, no crop for the remainder of summer, that's okay, just gonna focus on pigs and truffles for the time being. They're making me more money than anything anyway. And if I remember correctly, all the way back to yesterday, I have one more barn ready to go for pigs. So I just gotta move it to the appropriate location and fill it up. That also means that I need to change my entire layout to a more permanent type layout. This isn't very efficient, being as it's sitting kind of in the middle of my field on the edge of the pond. It certainly won't hurt to give the pigs a little more room anyway, because as a few people in the comments have suggested, that the truffles may be a factor of luck combined with space on the ground, so the more space they have the better. Luck is pretty much out of my control, so being that it is Tuesday today, I cannot buy more pigs or do my barn movement stuff, so that has to wait for tomorrow. So for the time being, I'm going to walk around my field and try and get an idea of what I can do with my grass at this point. So for the time being, I'm going to get rid of these little saplings. They have very little chance of ever turning into a mushroom tree anyway, and they're just taking up room for my more important grass. What would really be perfect is if by tomorrow I had enough money to start my next barn and also have the remaining money to fill my fourth barn all the way full of pigs, just like that. It would have been really nice for a stupid mushroom tree to show up last fall, that way I wouldn't have to deal with all these trees at this point. Luckily I'm not that far away from fall, so we'll see what happens with that. If I don't see a mushroom tree this fall, all these trees are gonna go and they're not coming back. And it looks as though trees can grow up on the grass, at least on the edge of it up here, so I'm curious as to whether or not they can grow way over here by these bushes. I can't remove these bushes, but if I could put a few trees way over there in the edge, that might give me some interesting ideas moving forward. And since I've got all this grass here now, I can start taking a few bites here and there out of it, because it will grow back very quickly, because it's surrounded on all sides by grass. I've now cleared out a large majority of the small saplings and things like that in the field, just before 5 p.m. Luckily that also gave me a lot of wood, so that's going to make my next barn a little bit cheaper because I don't have to buy all the crap for it. Now I'm just going to spend some time chopping some hardwood because I make a lot of hardwood fences and I need more of it. And yes, I do now see the meteorite, so let's take care of that. As many people pointed out, it is here. I think normally they give between 2 and 6 iridium for each meteorite. Anything over 5 is good for me because that's one more iridium bar, which means one more iridium sprinkler. Anyways, by now the pigs should be back in their barns where they belong, so the truffles should be ready for the picking. Not sure what this guy's deal is, it's almost 7 o'clock and he's just strolling around like an idiot. Things are working out pretty nicely so far. That should be enough money and all this stuff I found to get me my full barn of pigs tomorrow along with the new barn started. And now, since all the pigs are currently out of my way, I'm going to tear down my fence so I can think about my new layout. All my pigs are just going to have to be free-range pigs for at least half a day. That's okay, I'll just have to chase the truffles down or let them disappear into my wilderness. Either way, I don't really care. I think I'm basically just going to clear out all the trees that are currently north of the barn, and that way I can just move them straight up to the top somewhere here and see how they all fit in. Just after 11 p.m. I've cleared out everything up here, so now tomorrow it's just a matter of playing with the barns to see where they fit kind of nicely. So we'll go from there tomorrow. Today my earnings were 31,250 gold. Not complaining with that, not one bit. So today it's raining, that means the pigs won't come out of the barns at all, so there won't be truffles strewn all over the field. Not that that makes a big difference, but now it's just a matter of waiting for the stuff to open. Okay, first things first, let's see what we can do with those barns. I've just moved them into what is a fairly temporary layout. I know a lot of you out there are not going to be very happy with the messy little thing I just did, but it's going to work for now, and that's all I needed to do. Now I just need to go fill that last barn with pigs. Oh, and I already forgot, I need to build a new barn, so let's head back this way. The new barn is on the way. I put it back up in the corner where it is well out of my way. I still have 225,000 gold left over, so that's more than enough to fill my one barn with pigs. Hopefully by the time my next one's ready, I can fill the majority of it with pigs as well. I've just discovered a helpful little tip for you guys. If you're going to fill a barn full of pigs, place that barn somewhere close to your house. That way you don't have to scroll the screen again and again over to your latest barn that needs to be filled. Also, when you're scrolling the screen like this, if you combine the movement of the arrow with the movement keys itself, you move extra fast to save you time, because it actually takes a lot of time to scroll over to your barn again and again and again. Okay, 11:30 a.m. and my new barn is 100% full of pigs. Already the grass spot I started to carve up the other day is growing back in, so that's pretty good. Shouldn't take more than 4 or 5 days to fill that in entirely, and the grass is taking over the rest of my field quite rapidly as well. I think while I'm at it, I will spend my remaining 33,000 gold on more hay for those pigs, because now that I have another 12, they're going to go through a lot of hay every day, and I want to keep up on that. And that equals 664 hay. And if it wasn't obvious, this is the temporary new layout of my barns. I know it's not pretty or aligned or anything symmetrical. I just wanted to tuck them all as far up to the top as I could for now, and then I'm going to build a big pen all the way down here so they have lots of room to play. So this is what the new layout looks like. Lots of room for the pigs to gather some truffles. Well, hopefully it's not raining tomorrow and I can see all these pigs in action in their new playpen. Alright, so 18th of summer today, no rain, so all the pigs were out and about doing their thing. Obviously the pigs are a little unhappy after the rain yesterday and probably having their door open because they are not producing a single truffle just yet. That's not the end of the world. By tomorrow they should be back to producing, and they still make me so much money that I'm not gonna complain. And in approximately 9 days from now, all these little pigs will be producing truffles all at once, so that should be 10-12 truffles a day, just like that. Actually, I think I remember someone in the comments saying that on rainy days the auto feeder doesn't always work in the barn, so that might be the problem. They might not have got fed yesterday and I never even checked. Next rainy day I will try and remember to take a look at that. I think for today I'm just going to chop the hardwood for a little bit and see what time it is by that point. I want to keep up on my hardwood because I need a lot of hardwood fences throughout this farm. I also noticed I could place grass starter on the grass on the other side of my farm by my house, and I would imagine you can do the same over here. It's a little bit late in the year to really get carried away with any more grass starter, but next year, right at the start of spring, I'm going to throw some over here because I think I could cover this whole area in grass too. I thought up a few more things I could do today, but since my pigs aren't producing truffles anyway, there's really no point in elongating this day. So, on to tomorrow. If the pigs are producing truffles, I will play more of a full day then. So it sounds already like they're back to their truffle producing ways. There's at least one so far. So as long as they continue to produce, I will try and play this suit till about 5 o'clock today. So I'm simply going to start once again with the hardwood. The other benefit of a lot of space for the pigs is I can actually maneuver my way through them fairly easily. If there were any tighter space, I would not be able to do it. They would be getting in my way and annoying me, and I would probably end up selling them. So today, some of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to head to the desert once the bus thing opens at 10 o'clock and use my prismatic shard to get the galaxy sword. Might as well get that out of the way. Also, I want to get rid of these slingshots that just take up room, and I don't know how to get rid of them other than selling them to the Warriors Guild or whatever it's called. Adventurers Guild? Something like that. Of course, the game was kind enough to let me know that I don't have the 500 gold required for a bus ticket once again. Luckily, I have 5 truffles on me and the store is right here, so I'm going to sell those and then buy my bus ticket. I'm not used to running out of money so often. So for those of you that don't know how to get the Galaxy Sword, which is the best sword in the game, you find a prismatic shard somewhere in Skull Cavern, and then you take it right here to these 3 pillars. And then you're rewarded with the Galaxy Sword, which is very useful for killing enemies, obviously. Now I'm going to head to the guild thing and sell all my extra weapons. The guild doesn't open till 2 PM, so until then I'm just going to play on my phone and make it look like I have friends. It turns out you can't sell your slingshots here, but I can at least sell my obsidian edge sword. 450 gold, I guess it's better than nothing. So that leaves the question of how do you get rid of slingshots? You cannot throw them in the garbage, you cannot sell them to the guild, you cannot throw them on the ground. Can you sell them to someone else? Someone please let me know, they're taking up room and annoying me. Okay, I've developed a little theory on how to get rid of the slingshots. I've made a chest, turned it green, set it beside the water. Now I'm going to place a bomb beside that chest in the hopes that it blows it up and sends it into the water, and then no more slingshot. We'll see if my theory is correct. Well, that was disappointing, but still a little bit entertaining at the same time, so I'm going to chalk that up to a win. Anyways, my green chest is going to hang out there full of slingshots, probably for the next 100 years. The pigs are heading in. This is what I have left for truffles. They are nicely spread out, so I think this layout is working pretty good for now. And an even 30 truffles for today. That's going to be worth a lot of money. I think that's a new record, 37,500 gold. Once all my pigs are grown up and producing, I can hopefully hit about 50,000 gold a day. Not sure why these idiots are all unhappy today. I can't really see any reason for them to be unhappy out of the blue. I have one happy pig so far. Anyways, if they want to be miserable, then I'm just going to go back to bed and they can pet themselves for the day. These pigs are a tricky bunch. I really don't know how to take care of them. Raining again today, and that means I should at least get a battery, and I'm even going to go so far as to close their doors for once. And I just remembered I need to check to make sure they're getting fed today. It looks like they are. I believe that means that they've eaten them all except that remaining one. One thing I really should have done yesterday, instead of just being mad at my pigs, was getting my other barn upgraded to its second stage. That will be done today though. Grandpa would be so proud of me, able to touch 48 pigs, all by 8 o'clock. So barn number 5, its medium upgrade is well on the way. I won't have enough money by the time it's open to fill it full of pigs. Once I hit that point on this farm though, the expansion and growth will be very quick. If I could get full truffle production over the next 4 days, I would be able to make some money though. Should be able to get 120,000 gold or more, just like that. Luckily, back to the sunshine today. My pigs are still locked in their barn. My lightning rod is going, so another battery for me. And they're all disgruntled again today, so I really can't figure these guys out. They are at least producing a little bit, so that's okay. Still not sure why they're pissed off, but as long as they're producing, I don't care what they are. Maybe they're mad because they don't have heaters in their barns? I thought the heater was only a winter thing, but I could be wrong. Like I said before, I don't really know much about the whole animal maintenance thing. 10:40 AM and I've got 21 truffles now, and I'm not going to bother to wait for any more. An easy 26,250 gold. Disappointingly, it is another day of rain today, so no truffles, and with only 5 days left in summer, that is very disappointing. I've already gently caressed 48 pigs into loving me, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet. Seeing as it's raining and the carpenter shop isn't open today, I'm just going back to bed. The sunshine is back today, but I'm sure all my stupid pigs are going to be unhappy again today because they're stupid. It would be great if someone out there in the comments could help me out with this little problem I'm having, because if it rains every second day and it makes my pigs unhappy for reasons I don't yet know, then I don't really produce a lot of truffles. It kind of screws me over in a big way. 9 o'clock and I've collected 21 truffles so far. Now I'm simply just going to get my final barn upgrade started. So by the end of summer, that one will be all done. That will be 5 barns fully upgraded, and I won't be able to quite fill it full of pigs, but I should get over 50 pigs by that point, and that's doing pretty good. In preparation for the completion of my latest barn, I've cleared out a little bit of space here. Very ugly, but functional, so it's going to work for me for now. As soon as that barn is done, I will move it down to there and start filling it with pigs, as many as I possibly can. I think that's about it for truffle production today, 3 PM, and I've got 31. Worth 38,750. Just for fun, I've checked my luck for the day and I've got the best luck possible, so a bright sunny day, all my pigs should be happy, so we'll see if that has an effect on the truffles. 31 yesterday, hopefully we get a few more than that. Another thing I want to do, probably for next year's pig setup, is you can set a fence right on top of grass. I don't know if you can see it there behind the trees, but there is one there. If I could set grass under the fence all the way along, I don't believe the pigs can eat it, but the grass will grow from there, so it will occasionally feed the pigs and continue to grow grass, so it doubly utilizes that particular space. From what I'm seeing here, the luck maybe doesn't have an effect on the truffles you find in a day. It is 1 PM and I've got 28 so far. I found 31 yesterday. In another hour or two, I seem to be about on the same pace as that. On the other hand, I could have had good luck yesterday too, so not really sure at this point. Further study is required. Okay, so the production is clearly slowing way down. They seem to find the bulk of them first thing in the morning, and then they slow down as the day goes on, so I'm going to call it a day right here, 2 o'clock, 30 truffles. Another 37,005. And once again, it's raining in the rainiest summer I've ever experienced, and conveniently they are raining every second day or so, so that's really screwing up my truffle production. So pretty straightforward today. Gonna touch all 48 of my current pigs and then go to the carpenter shop to move a barn, as long as my last barn is ready for its movement. Just like that, my latest barn is moved and ready for pigs. Now I have 5 more pigs to my little pig empire. It will of course still be another 10 days before they produce me any truffles, but that's definitely an investment worth making. Okay, I'm over this day already. On to the next one. Hopefully it's not raining. Back to the sunshine and miserable pigs. So hopefully they at least produce me some truffles. That one appeared right on my porch. Never seen that before. I know a lot of people have been asking too about the Junimo hut, whether or not it picks up truffles. And to be honest, I have no idea. In a perfect world it would, but I do not have the means to investigate that quite yet. Looking like similar numbers of truffles again today, 24 so far. I think by tomorrow I should have lots more grown-up pigs though, so tomorrow I might find a whole bunch more. I'm now up to 33 truffles just before 11 AM. I know there's one more hiding out there because I heard it pop, I just can't find it. And thinking about it, I know a lot of people have said that if I play the full day till 5 o'clock I find more truffles and am more productive. But the fact of the matter is, after playing through this video, I see that the majority of the truffles come out before 10-11 AM and then they slowly trickle after that, so for those extra few hours in the afternoon I really only find 2 or 3 more truffles, so it's debatable whether or not that's worth the time to wait for them. For example, today I've got 36 already. That's more than I've ever found, all by 12 AM, and I don't feel like waiting for another 4 hours to get another 3 or 4, so I'm calling it a day. And again, new record, 45,000 gold. The final day of summer. Luckily it is good weather, so the pigs will be out hopefully producing lots of truffles. I think all my ones should be grown up yet. No, they're not. I thought it was 10 days for these guys to grow. Guess I'm wrong. Well, as I get into fall then, they will start to produce lots of truffles. I should be making well over 50,000 gold a day at that point, so that will be good. 30 truffles, 11 AM. I can see the production slowing way down again, so I'm just gonna call it a day once again. Still lots of money, so I'm not complaining. There we have it, 37.5. Just like that, a new season, we're right into the start of fall. Pigs are coming along quite nicely. These ones still not grown up yet. I thought they would be by now. I must have lost track of the math. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you liked it. I am going to have to change these videos a little bit though. I'm simply going to have to play through less time because originally I was going through half a season at a time, but that's just taking too long to do and it's too much content and I just can't manage it, so probably going to have to reduce the time I play through for each video. Also, as always, any questions, concerns, comments about these videos, any way I can make them better, please let me know. Any good ideas, let me know. I will do my best to make them. If you haven't already, check out my channel. Lots of videos in there. You might like them. You never know. Thanks for watching. Bye!